Yeah, there's a lot of different
Put him in a leaky boat,
Okay,
make him
and then-
bailor. Put him in a leaky boat, make him bailor.
Okay,
Put him in a
okay,
leaky boat,
leaky
make
boat.
him bailor.
Okay, leaky boat and...
Run him up the pole like a
Make
jolly
bail.
Roger. Run him up the pole like a jolly
Okay.
Roger.
Okay. Okay.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Rusty razor.
Okay.
Is it okay if Dozer is sleeping in the sun?
Yeah, that's so cool with you.
Fine with me. I just want to make sure you knew where he was, but I.
Okay, this one, blow the man down.
If you could sum up
What is it?
one complaint about
What is it? The biggest
typical-
complaint?
The typical American lifestyle, yeah.
When I came back to this place, after being on the road for a couple weeks, and I just realized how beautiful it is. I mean, just physically. The birds and the fish and the seals and the weather. I love the weather. I love the fog. I love the cold. You know, I love the water and all of that. And I know people come here from all over the world to see it. Not on television or in the movies. They want to be there. But a lot of people surrounded by this kind of beauty, and this beauty is in danger all the time. That we as people are causing a lot of damage that we don't have to cause. That people have brainwashed us into thinking is going to make our lives better. We're going to cause some damage by our life, no matter how Jainist we are, how vegan or non-using of plastics or whatever it is that we're measuring ourselves up to, we're going to be causing some damage. Now, the part that irritates me the most about this isn't the damage that's being caused, because I think 99% is out of ignorance. Just people doing what their neighbors are doing and not thinking about it.
Parents did.
Yeah, like that. There are not enough spaces to be able to talk about this with other people, that it becomes politics and religion. Mm-hmm. That when politics is, oh, well, Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, of course, it's going to be, it won't necessarily be a real enlightening conversation. It can make people angry, but if politics is going to be, what are we going to do to make this planet better? Right. What can we do to make ourselves better? What can we do to make our friendship better? Then, and that becomes a political and a religious question, and people are so often uncomfortable about discussing politics or religion. And so therefore, the ignorance continues. And once a person isn't ignorant anymore, then you can say, look, we've told you about this. But if there's not even a space to tell, to talk, to share, to communicate that way, if people are so crazed by what's going on in the big picture, that their little picture becomes tainted by that, then that's the biggest problem. People not able to communicate about something meaningful.
Right.
Like these questions that you're asking are, they're deep questions. This isn't designed to make this into a Hollywood blockbuster.
It's supposed to be provocative.
Special effects. Right? So you're... Yeah, you're not one of those people.
On the other hand, what do you love most about America?
Well, the most beautiful part about it is the empires of the past. The Romans were a collection of different people that you could get Roman citizenship from other countries. You could join the legions. But it wasn't quite like America, that America is a collection of people from all over the world. And it is true that a lot of them are self-selected based on greed, that they come here to make money and then leave. No matter what country they're from, it's not any one particular country that does that, but that before that started to become so, it's always been that. It was always that way from the beginning of the discovery of this country by the Europeans. It's been that way. They were after gold and silver and all of that. But that we are a collection of people from everywhere. And that's what gives us the strength that we've had. Now that's becoming closed off in the sense that we're shutting our doors to immigrants and like that. It's not a happy place, not real intelligent to do. So that's, so the best thing is that this place welcomed my great grandparents. They didn't have to have any money. They didn't have to pass a hard test. They didn't have to speak English. They could just say, I can't live in Russia anymore. I've got to get out. And America welcomed them. But it's a fight. It's always been that way. To keep it open like that. And so that way, that way all of our mistakes, all of our ways that become so ossified and sterile and stereotyped, all of a sudden here's this new group of people that show up all wide-eyed. And so we've been ready to start fresh all the time. I hope that continues. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad we're not Sweden or Norway or Denmark, just basically one type of person.
Last question I have.
The last one, the big one, the best one?
No.
No.
The least serious.
Okay, the least serious one.
Is what you think about my 50-year plan.
Oh, I've never met anybody with a 50-year plan before. It's hard to believe for me, because I've never met anybody with a 50-year plan. Maybe I've been hanging around the wrong people.
Well, plans change, of course.
Right.
It's not set in stone.
Yeah.
But
so the idea is that you'll go places and you'll help people. That is, that's incredible. That's beautiful. That's great. And you'll be helped too.
Indeed.
Sometimes, right?
Yes.
You'll learn skills and see different places. Have a place to lay your head, right? I don't think you need to be disappointed with yourself if after you do another few years of this or a few months of it, or who knows, that you go, okay, well this was great, or not, or great sometimes, and sometimes it was a little rough. I'm gonna do something else. I don't have to, work away. Who knows where we're gonna be in 50 years? Who knows what we're gonna have to do? For me, it's not as much of a question as it is for you, right? The next 50 years. I think if you have the basic principles set, you're open to all of these different experiences with different people. That's great, but as you said, maybe you're gonna find that, or I hope, if that's what you want, find that perfect woman and that nice place, right?
Yeah.
And then you can be a host, mm-hmm. and that can be part of the plan too.
Yeah.
Or not.
Right.
I'm
open to anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's one of a kind. I think you're the only person I've met that's that serious about it, and that's admirable. That's great.